Are these better than the Wade 8082 Ultras? Let's find out. What's up guys, Vinny here with Sneaker Tweaker and welcome back to another video. Today we have the performance review on the Way of Wade or the Wade 8083 Ultra. Now this shoe was, the predecessor was a big hit and there was high expectations for the 8083 Ultra, the 8083. The 8083, as many of you know, didn't disappoint, and the 8083 Ultra, well, I gotta say, these didn't disappoint either. This shoe was, as I like to describe this, is like the elite version of the Kobe's from back in the day, whereas the regular 8083 is like the EM version. This one is just a little bit more beefed up with cushion, with the upper and everything. You do get a little bit more, and it really performance-wise is supposed to take it to the next level. Not only that, but these shoes for performing like Kobe's are still available in the market, and you do have a lot of different options, including these with Kobe similar models. Way of Wade, honestly, they've done great things. Pretty much every shoe that they've released in the last, I want to say, year and a half, maybe 2 years, within that time frame, has been a big hit. They release a lot of shoes and there's more hits than there are like misses. I don't know if there are any misses with their shoes. Literally every Way of Wade shoe I have tried on, I've loved. Now, granted, I'm not gonna say that the shoes that they put out are perfect, but for the most part and what it is, they get the job done and they do it really, really well. Now this is the Nightlight colorway, and I believe this is based on the draft that Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, LeBron, they were all in, Carmelo Anthony, and a lot of what kind of gives that away is the New York, just the colors. I believe they have the 5th on here, and Dwayne Wade was the 5th pick of that draft to the Miami Heat, as many of you know. So it is most likely based on that draft class. Now, as I was mentioning, the traction pattern, this is pretty much a herringbone traction pattern, except for the forefoot or the strike zone area. That one is, I honestly don't know if it says anything. It looks more like it's all over the place, but it's still multi-directional. And the traction, I gotta say, worked really, really well. Now the pattern on this, or I guess the rubber compound, is also really durable. The grooves are pretty thick, and I believe this uses their Tough OS rubber outsole, which is the outsole that they recommend that you can take outdoors and play in them. And I have to say, it is pretty damn durable. I played in these indoors, but I put a lot of time in them. I played sessions, like multiple hour long sessions in these, and normally when I do that with most shoes, you can see some wear in them. These ones, I honestly really can't see anywhere, and for that to happen like that, or for that to be the case, then that's, for me, pretty amazing. That just means you can take these outdoors, you can hoop in them, and they'll still last you quite a while. On top of that, if you do like a squeaky shoe, or you like that feedback from the shoe, these do provide it. Granted, I won't say that it's screeching loud, but it is there. You do get a nice, good squeak out of the shoe. Squeak doesn't equate to traction. However, some people like that feedback, and if you do, that's available in this shoe. Dust collection also, I wouldn't say was an issue. Any dust that did happen to pop up on here, quick, easy wipe, and it's gone. Overall, the traction on this was money. It worked really well, and it was super durable. So, like I said, if you are wanting to take these on multiple surfaces, you're good to go on clean courts, dusty courts, or outdoor courts. As for the cushion, the Wade 8083 Ultra features, just like its predecessor, a full-length boom drop-in midsole. Now, this one, you do also have a TPU, I guess I would say shank plate. It's not necessarily just the midfoot. It goes from the midfoot to the forefoot, and that's there for torsional support, there for stability, to make sure the shoe doesn't bend or roll, and this one does a really good job of that. Now, one of the things that they did get rid of from the 8082 to the 8083 Ultra is the sock liner in the forefoot. I believe the other one was just in the forefoot. I don't think it went full length, but they got rid of that. And for me, I like this setup a little bit better. I really don't care much for sock liners. However, if brands are going to put them there, and I won't say that's like a make it or break it for me, I just really prefer this setup more. As for how the cushion felt, the cushion honestly in this iteration felt kind of dead. I don't know if there just wasn't really the way it was built for the cushion to expand or anything like that. I mean, I played in these a good while, but I really didn't feel too much compression. The Strobel, if you guys can see the Strobel board in the shoe, now that you can kind of feel, I mean, you can feel the compression on that a little bit. It's actually nice and super soft. That feels better than the actual cushion itself. I'm glad they got both, but this one, I feel like they could have done a better job with this. I wouldn't say it was totally useless. However, for being Boom, I feel like could have done a little bit better, because Boom in a similar price shoe like the All City 11 or the All City 11 V2, you can really feel that Boom. Like, it's plush, it's bouncy. With this one, for being the same price, you really couldn't feel it much. I don't know if it's because it's the drop-in iteration or not, but again, you couldn't feel it much. However, court feel was amazing. If you like court feel, I like court feel. This shoe was able to provide it. And I mean, if you're a guard, amazing, absolutely amazing. Now this also, I guess I would say, does provide more cushion than a lot of other guard shoes out there. I would say probably better than most Currys I've tried, or most, I wouldn't say the latest Nike Kyries, but like previous Nike Kyries or something like that. However, for Boom, this is not the experience I've had with Boom previously. My experience with Boom every other time has been much better. Felt a lot more impact protection, more compression from the cushion. I did having that nice little bounce, which I didn't get from this one. So I was a little bit disappointed. Wouldn't say it's trash, but I was a little bit disappointed. Now for the fit. The fit on the 808-3 Ultra, just like the 808-2 Ultra, was a pain in the ass for me. I absolutely hate breaking this shoe in. I hated it last year. I hated it this year. For some reason, I do not know what it is. The Ultra version for me always is just super painful. Like, it just squeezes my midfoot and my forefoot, kind of like numbs it out for a good while until I play in these for like a good 2-3 sessions at least. I don't know if it's just all the supportive features and whatnot that they put on the upper that just kind of constricts everything, but that was the case, and I really just absolutely hated it breaking in. However, once I did break it in, it was awesome. So I know, quick turn of events, shocker, but these do fit true to size. Lengthwise, I didn't really have any issues or anything like that. Like I said, it's true to size. You just have to take time to break it in. Now, if you were more of a narrow footer, then that might not be the case. For me, I have a normal foot, maybe slightly wide foot, and I believe that for me, that's why that's the case. I personally do this to myself. I don't blame anyone else, because they tell you to go half a size up. I just don't want to give too much length to the shoe, so I go true to size. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to tough it out. I'm just going to break this in, and then I'm going to just love it. And I do love it, but I did have to take time to break it in. So if you are a slightly wide footer or a wide footer, if you don't want to take the time to break it in and you don't want to go through that pain, I would say maybe go up half a size. For me, I just like the more one-to-one fit. So I take that time, I take that pain, and I just play until it's broken in. Now for the materials and the support on the 808-3 Ultra, it's a textile upper with fuse overlays and TPU going through the shoe. Now you also have carbon fiber, which you have it in the midfoot. I would say a midfoot carbon fiber shank plate, and then you also have the carbon fiber on the heel, on the lateral side of the heel. So carbon fiber, I just really love carbon fiber. I love how it feels. I love how it looks, and then just the support from carbon fiber. It's a pretty, I would say, durable material for the most part, and for torsional support, you get a lot of it. You do get the carbon fiber midfoot shank plate, and like I showed you on the cushion, you do also get that TPU shank plate that goes from the midfoot to the forefoot. So as far as support, there's a lot of it in the shoe. You do have these fuse overlays that go on the toe cap to the midfoot, and then you also have it going on the eyelets. On top of that, you do have this nice and beefy TPU or plastic heel counter as well. So overall, as for the support and the materials, it's super nice. The textile in this is also a lot more thinner than the textile in the 808-3. So as for breathability, it does a really good job. You also, on the medial side, you have this window with openings to help with breathability and help your feet not overheat. Now, this shoe is the one with flat laces that I didn't like recently, because when I crank these down, there's a lot of lace pressure. But once you crank them down and once you play in it a little bit, pretty much just relieves itself over time. Just whenever on the initial wear or on the initial tie down, it kind of hurts my midfoot, but I have I would say a high arch, which kind of doesn't help with that. Overall, the shoe has great traction. The cushion is okay. The materials are super supportive, and just as a whole, it's a great performing shoe. And honestly, it's one of those shoes that a lot of people would love to hoop in, especially if you're a guard, or really, I mean, yeah, if you're a guard, you would love to hoop in these shoes. And what's nice about it is it plays like a Kobe and it's available. You don't really get too much of that. I mean, I guess you do get a lot of that now because a lot of shoes are doing the Kobe method or the Kobe, I would say, formula in the shoes, because it's, like it or not, successful. So not only is Nike switching over a lot of their shoes and a lot of their design elements to mimic the Kobe line. I know a lot of people are gonna say, oh, they don't do this because of Kobe or something like that. You guys all think that they do this because of the Kobe line. They do it because of Kobe. Because Nike, and I'm sure other brands, can see how successful and how many NBA players wear Kobe's. So why the hell not? Why wouldn't you do it? If it's a great marketing tactic, why wouldn't you do it? On top of that, it's also great for performance. People love it. So it's not a bad thing that they do that, but everyone seems to get all butthurt because you say that they're copying Kobe's line, which they are. If you actually look at it and, you know, the normal eye test, they are copying Kobe's line. A lot of brands are doing it, and for good reason. It's a successful method, it's a successful formula. So continue doing it, and there will be a lot of happy customers, because I don't know if Nike's, I know they said it, but I don't know if Nike's ever going to truly do like wide releases or GR releases of the Kobe Protros. Again, I'm hopeful, but I'm also down. Don't know what else to say. Now, the 8083 Ultras do come in this box right here. I mean, this is a little bit more of a premium box than the 8083. This one has a lid that actually just fully comes off, whereas the lid on the 8083 was attached, and this has got some, I guess, holographic aspects to it. On top of that, it is a more heavy-duty feeling box. As for the weight on the 8083 Ultra, they weigh in the shoe, again, these are size 9, and with the drop-in insole, these weigh in at 14.3 ounces, which I think was the same as the 8083. And without the drop-in midsole, these weigh in at 11.9. So it's actually pretty similar to the 8083. And I forgot to mention, actually, this is kind of cool. On the Achilles area of the shoe, I wouldn't say these are Achilles pillows, but they're like Achilles liners. So for comfort for your Achilles and for your ankle, it's pretty stuffed and pretty puffy in there, and you do have these liners, so it's super nice. Now, like I said, these are amazing shoes, and for the performance, they come in at a great cost. These ones retail for $159. You can get them at our affiliate link in the description below. Also, a lot of people love the socks that we wear, and a lot of people do ask us in a lot of our videos where we get them from. Well, if you do want these socks, we do have an affiliate link in our description down below. So if you're wanting the shoes or the socks, hit our link down below in the description box, and you're able to purchase the shoes or the socks, access a lot of other Wade products, and we do have a lot of other great stuff for basketball in our affiliate link, which again is in the description box below. If you guys have played in the Wade 8083 Ultra, let us know your experience down below. If there are any other shoes you guys would like us to review, again, comment down below. For more content like this, please like, subscribe, and follow. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.